Running, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off.
Welcome to the F3 podcast.
Yeah, YouTube. Shout
YouTube.
us out.
Hello.
Chat with us. Let us know what's up. Send us money. Cash app us.
I mean, if you feel that way, please.
Yeah,
By-
listen. We take
by no
all
means, don't hold back.
donations. You know what I'm saying? Donate a follow.
Subscriber.
Retweet.
We'll love you forever.
Yeah. Like. Share.
Easy stuff.
Tell a friend.
You know,
Family member.
on Twitter, they be like, it's free to do this. You will help a black man and his compadres. We need those.
We need all the help we can get. So we can quit our jobs and do this every day.
We podcast
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. And have pizza rolls and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Trying to do it big time. But man, interesting weekend.
Very interesting.
Rudy Gobert obviously is the king of the headlines right now from punching his teammate.
You little bit. No, I don't know exactly what he said, but somebody said he said the B word.
It looked like it.
So this is what they said started it, which I think is funny. Hey, why don't you block a shot? Hey, why don't you get a rebound? And then 5 seconds later, somebody's get punched.
I mean, listen. Which one is it harder to do? Block a shot or get a rebound?
Block a shot would be a lot harder.
So Rudy has a hard. You asked him to do a
Fam,
way harder thing. Just
I've
go
never heard
block
a dude
shot.
say, go block a shot. Like,
Bro, I'm
what?
trying. It's not that
like,
easy.
It's not that I'm not wanting to.
Yeah,
like,
if it was that easy, it's like, yeah,
everybody be doing it. Like,
what? I'm
yeah,
trying.
that's a crazy request out of anger.
Timberwolves, man.
Shout out to the Timberwolves. I love the Timberwolves right now.
Yeah, the Rudy Gobert onslaught of he's had it kind of rough all this season, which I think a lot of it is unfair. A lot of it is mostly the Timberwolves' fault because
What were you doing?
yeah, like that's not Rudy Gobert's fault. Y'all gave up 5 picks and players and stuff. He didn't
Unrealistic
he
expectations.
didn't do any of that
Nah.
because if people go check the same stats he's been good at every year.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's the same
guess
person.
what? He's still really good on defense. The Timberwolves, top 10 on defense this year. Even as messed up as the team was, Cat not even playing, top 10 defensive team still. Like, hey, Rudy Gobert in the paint
Humongous
is
part of
still
that,
a
yes.
dominant person in the paint. Like, however you want to see it. Yes, he's lost a step. Obviously, he's, 30 now, like that happens. But he's still a pretty dominant paint guy. But when you give it that amount of assets,
Yeah,
that
everything's
sensitive.
microphone.
Especially when
microphone.
Walker Kessler is like one of the best defensive rookie bigs we've ever had, and it's like, wow, we could have just kept him.
Yo, if
in
you
our
just
picks.
look at the transaction, it's like
No, even the other guys could have went, but like if you just keep Walker Kessler, and
but just all those guys put together, it's like what?
they might have not been better record wise, but going forward, they would at least
That is a
have
crazy deal.
like their picks and money. But hey, they're here now, so now I got to figure out something else. I just know the Cat and Gobert thing didn't work. It didn't seem like a good fit, and it never was. It just never made sense.
It's hard to pair Gobert with anybody, really.
You can compare. I
four.
think it's not that. I think it's actually not super hard. I think it's more so the type of players he's been paired with don't really make sense.
What else would you want? You have a shooter, like he's the shooter
No,
at
but
the
on
4th spot.
defense, Cat is not a 4. Cat is a center, ghosting as a 4.
Well, I mean,
Like
like
he's not a
in
4.
general,
Like,
both
yeah, but I'm
sides of the
saying he's
ball.
not a 4. That the offense isn't really the problem. The defense is the problem. Like that doesn't work on
Top
defense.
10?
Cat didn't play most of the year.
That's true.
They weren't top 10 before that.
McDaniels helps a whole lot.
Listen, they weren't, but they still weren't. They weren't top 10 before that. They weren't top 10 when Cat went out. Then they had a little role and they were pretty good on defense. But like now they got to figure out what they're gonna do next year. They're probably gonna
Next year they got a game tonight.
Well, I mean,
tomorrow
like,
night.
oh yeah, they do. Well, I mean, just in general, they still got something to do next year. Oh yeah, somebody counting them out.
All right.
Dang.
We know what your pick is.
My bad, Wolves. Shout out Alex Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? Wolves owner, keep getting that money. You know, listen.
Definitely getting the money.
Listen, after baseball, I got to figure out something else to do.
Sorry, somebody
Invest.
say that
Invest.
the Timberwolves blowing up yesterday was Alex Rodriguez curse.
He did have that Yankee stuff. The McDaniels thing was probably even worse than the Gobert thing. Cause it's like, bro,
That leads us to our flagrant of the day.
which one? The Wolves in general?
The
They won the game though.
which makes this even crazier.
Dang. You won, but you still lost.
Which is nuts because the Pelicans should be the flagrants after all that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And a scuffle on the Timberwolves bench. Anderson and Rudy Gobert. That's just something you don't see every day. I know the tensions. You've played in this game. You've been in a lot of heated battles, but I don't know that I've ever seen.
It's an 8-point lead for the Pels. Chris Finch now the head coach, and we know well. Playing short-handed. A couple of reasons why. Jaden McDaniels upset, left the floor, and it's not exactly the good chip lollipop around here, is it?
No, and you can see Jaden McDaniels right here. When he swings, he grabs his hand immediately.
So they iced it.
I feel like Jaden should win this one.
Yeah, you punch your. He didn't
No,
punch you anyway. He punched the wall.
You punched the wall
What the wall
and
do?
fractured your hand. Like,
The wall didn't need to get a block.
but
or a
of all
rebound.
things, why would you punch the wall that hard?
Man. Yeah, that reminds me back in middle school. I got in trouble at gym class, and I got sent back to like the locker room area.
Delinquent Mike?
I forgot what I did. But I got sent back to like the locker room area, and I kicked the wall so hard, bro. My foot was hurting so bad. I was like, why bro? I was limping the rest of the day. I was like, why would I do that?
Anger turns to pain. Is never
Oh,
a
it
good
was
thing.
so bad immediately. I was like, why did
That
I
is
do,
never
bro?
a good thing.
It wasn't even like a super hard like wall, but bro, my foot was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like Jaden should win.
Yeah, no, you definitely win. The
Flagrant of
wall's
the day.
always gonna win in that instance. Like
Yes.
you're never gonna.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
it's
you're
not going
never
to say
gonna-
ow.
The wall's undefeated.
Fam.
the wall's
Unfazed.
putting up 50 triple double every time. The wall.
Fam. So
Yeah, no.
now they can be out with.
Is he playing?
No, he's out.
I
think he has to have
I didn't look
surgery.
into it.
Yes, he fractured his hand. Like it's broken.
Oh wow.
So he's out, and then the team suspended Rudy. Cat is questionable, but I think he's gonna play.
You think the Timberwolves are purposely throwing the game to get better position for like the lottery?
Why would you do that?
Oh yeah, they don't even have their pick.
Like it's too late now.
They don't have
Even
to
if
they
even
don't
if
have the pick. Damn.
they just T-wolving it.
You didn't.
They're
you
actually
traded,
wizards. They're acting like the Wizards right
you
now.
traded the pick for Rudy Gobert, who you chose
My
to suspend.
goodness.
Yo, it's a full circle going. It's a lot
Fam.
going on.
Nasty full circle.
And y'all about to be in. Y'all can't, it doesn't matter what pick position y'all in.
At all. Like it just
I guess we'll
doesn't
see,
matter.
though, man. They might have a little bit of extra. Listen, Ann and Cat might have all time game.
That's very possible.
It's possible.
You can't put it past them, no.
It's possible. Likely, not likely, but possible. What's the spread in that game?
That game spread is LA minus 7.5, which means it's growing.
That's a lot.
It started at 5.
7.5.
Yeah. I think it's because of a bit of Rudy, of course, but a lot of McDaniels being out.
I think that matter is a big deal.
Yeah.
How you
Because
feel about
the last time we
7.5?
played them, 7.5 feels about right. With those two guys missing. Now I will say before that game, I was not wanting to see Minnesota of the two teams.
That was the team you wanted to see?
I'd rather have seen the Pelicans.
You know what? I would have.
Just because of matchups. Just because of matchups.
I guess matchup makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess matchups make sense.
Because they're a big team, and then all we have is after AD is we're not that big anymore.
The Pelicans actually
Not that
the
physical
Pelicans
either.
are a pretty big team too in general though. With
Well,
Valanciunas,
With
like,
BI too.
yeah, they're not. Pelicans wings in general. They're like a
But
pretty.
I think it's more so that I'm scared of Ant and Cat going off than I am BI and whoever number 2 would be that night.
I'd actually be more scared of the Pelicans. I feel like they got more.
I would not.
I feel like the Pelicans have more guys.
Like we've beat the Pelicans. Like,
I know, but in a one game, you're right. In a one game thing, the
I feel
Pelicans,
more comfortable.
the Pelicans have more guys that can go off. That's why the Wolves are pretty much they Ant and Cat, and it's do or die.
See,
The
but
Pelicans can have a random Trey Murphy night. They can have a random big, like Herb Jones might get 15. They can have a random big, like CJ might, like it could, Valanciunas might have a 20. Like they have different guys that could get points.
But the
That's what
odds
I'm
of them
saying.
doing that night, it just don't seem high.
Against y'all?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I feel like AD does whatever he wants against them, and then Braun can do whatever he wants against them too. Minnesota with McDaniels, Braun. Last time we played him, Braun was kind of struggling with the guy's length and athleticism.
I feel like the Pelicans got just as many guys between Herb, Trey, and Larry Nance to throw at LeBron. I feel like they got pretty decent. I feel like those guys are all pretty good.
He just
Those guys are all above average defenders.
he's not fazed by them though.
Okay.
Yeah. The Pelicans they just match up like with AD, without AD, with LeBron, without LeBron. We usually beat them, home or away. The Minnesota thing is like,
so you got the Lakers the -7. You got the Lakers the -7.
would I take the -7.5? I actually would take of those two. I would take the plus, just because the games always end up like
I'm on the plus side
within
too,
5
actually.
somehow. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on the plus side too. That was actually mine.
like it could be a comfortable win, but still be less than 8.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So of those two, I would go with the plus there.
I mean, the Lakers have been 16-7 since All-Star break.
16-7. I was told we wouldn't win 15. I wonder who said that.
You know, once upon a time, I didn't think y'all could.
A couple weeks ago.
That was more than a couple weeks ago. I didn't think y'all could. You know, a lot of people didn't think y'all could. Listen, y'all proved us wrong.
There we go.
That Braun tweet, he should have left that mug up. That
No.
would have been. He should have
Maybe-
retweeted that mug.
Maybe the delete was the key.
The lead was the key.
It had to be.
When you talk about my guys and talk about my players,
More
my
tweet
players'
deletes, bro.
ages. Well, he don't. Not too many old guys this time.
No, ain't nah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one. There was another one from this season he
What was the one
deleted.
this season?
I forgot the one what it was. What you're talking about is with Melo.
You talking about
before the
why is
season.
it me?
Nah,
Talking about
nah.
that
He
one?
didn't delete what. He didn't delete. It's me. Maybe it's me.
No, LeBron is such a sassy. LeBron is so sassy.
I
man.
love bro, man.
Is it me, bro? That's such a.
He
That's
said,
the most.
he said maybe it's me.
Bro, that's the most passive aggressive
Kyrie,
thing.
After the
a
Kyrie
basketball
deal.
player could tweet like his teammates like, bro, what's wrong with this dude?
Maybe it's me. It's so
Maybe
crazy.
it's me. Is hilarious. He needs to show up to like game 1 wearing a maybe it's me shirt.
Fam, maybe
pretty
it's me after not getting Kyrie is crazy.
Bro, to tweet that, LeBron don't care.
As we're
bro.
all like in real time, like we see what just happened.
Bro, LeBron was sipping on wine,
Lobo's
mad.
going crazy.
Like he was just.
Bro, be on that Lobos before games. I'm pretty sure.
He was that when he wasn't playing. He definitely be. It'd be courtside. LeBron be getting lit
With the
courtside.
shades on.
Yeah, we know
You're
what's
not
going
fooling
on.
nobody.
We know what's going on. But yeah, man. Nah. Lakers been playing good, man. It pains me, but they've been playing good. Austin
Turn
Reeves.
up.
Yo, Austin Reeves has been shooting 73% true shooting since the
Fam.
All-Star break. Austin Reeves, listen, somebody's gonna. Austin Reeves is like
Man, if he does in the playoffs, he
the-
might be gone.
does in the playoffs. I think already
Nah,
now.
I think right now we're safe.
Listen,
we're safe.
no. That
We're in the
50,
safe zone
that
right
$50 million that was a month ago is not $50
I'm
million
pretty sure it's
right
not.
now. It's
But,
not
it,
50
but
no
it's
more.
reachable though. Like if he does in the playoffs,
Bro, he's been too good. He's been too good the second half of the season, bro.
If he doesn't play out, somebody's swooping in.
Austin Reeves
pretty sure of that
Austin
one.
Reeves is warming up to that $70-80 million range right
I
now.
hope it's the Blazers that are interested. You know,
It's not gonna be the Blazers.
come on, Blazers,
That
do,
would
it.
make
Do the right
sense.
thing, Blazers.
Yeah, Austin Reeves is gonna be in that 70-80 range, and the Lakers gonna be. Do we have the match or not match? And they're gonna be in a weird position.
I think you gotta match it though. At worst, to keep the asset, and then you can work on something during the season if need be.
I would say the same. I don't
Yeah.
want Austin Reeves to be a Laker next year, but that would make sense. I'm tired of it because I like Austin Reeves. I hate
It's
my
only
guys.
been 2 seasons.
Tired of it. I like Austin Reeves. I'm in Austin Reeves.
Nah,
I don't want to see him in
We
Laker
got him when
jersey
he was in
no
the
more.
trenches. He a Laker for life.
Malik Monk got out of there. Austin Reeves.
See,
follow
Malik
his
was
footsteps.
like, you come
follow
and
his
go.
footsteps.
He was a little come and go.
Malik Monk was like the most consistent
But
offensive player last year.
Austin was like he's homegrown. He's a Laker.
Listen, man. Austin, get your bag. Get out of there. Do the
Nah.
right thing. Get that bag, Austin.
He's gonna get that.
Country Mamba. Hillbilly
Hillbilly
Mamba.
Mumble.
Listen, get your bag, Austin. Get your bag. Get a better haircut. Like, like spruce it up a little
It
bit.
fits him.
He gotta spruce it up.
That's
a
his
little bit.
swag.
He got another level, bro. When you an $80 million
Whoa,
player,
whoa. He has another level. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
just like, bro, get your haircut. Get a better haircut, fam. You out here, you and Mac McClung, like, bro, get it together. Like, y'all haircuts
Whoa.
is not.
Those are
fresh.
bros, man.
You got the swoops.
Mac
The
and
swoop.
Reeves, man.
Mac and Reeves?
I was tweeting them Las Vegas.
So maybe Mac might got something.
I think Mac's time is coming when
He played pretty good a couple days ago with the Sixers last game.
he played in the last game.
He had
didn't
20 and
even watch
9.
it. I
He
didn't
had
even
like
watch.
20. He had 20 and 9, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah,
he played. But who knows? But Timberwolves, obviously without Gobert suspended.
that's tough.
McDaniels, DNP hand
That's super tough.
punching wall.
Silly.
I don't know. It's rough. I don't think they have a real chance.
Did you think that before though?
Full with all their guys, I
Yeah.
think they had a chance.
Okay. So we're on the same page.
But suspending Gobert, I think they were going to suspend him.
I thought they would just because it happened like in the game. Like that's
Was
another
that
level.
really that bad though?
That's bro. Swinging at your teammate is bad. Boys have pump faked a few times. Well, I was
I
more than a few
guess.
times. Imagine if LeBron punched Chalmers that one time. You know he wanted to, but actually, if he
LeBron
actually
when they got
did
suspended.
it, I think Miami suspends him.
I don't think so.
I think
I think Pat Riley would have been like, that's
I'm
what
not
I
sure
like.
there's a
Pat
player
Riley
that
would have been like,
wouldn't
that's
get suspended.
Pat Riley would have been like, that's what I like. That's my kind of basketball right there. he would have suspended Chalmers.
For letting it happen,
Bro, why you antagonizing LeBron?
of all people.
Yeah, like what you doing? You antagonizing Braun. Like, what's your problem?
No, I thought I felt the suspension coming.
That's
It was
pretty
just a
crazy.
matter of what they actually go
It's such
through
a
with
bad spot to get suspended in.
bro.
That's the worst possible. Well, okay, not the worst.
Well,
You don't see it.
just think
Draymond
about
is
it.
still number one in that list.
Yeah,
Getting suspended in the
surrounding
finals
those-
is all time.
yeah,
Like,
that's
bro,
all
what are you
time.
doing?
But also too, Minnesota, like you could lose this game and then get them for the next game, so that works out.
I mean, then they gotta figure out. Then they gotta play whoever is
Probably Pelicans.
dangerous.
Pelicans or Thunder. Matter of fact, we could talk about these.
Yeah, Thunder versus Pelicans.
Thunder Pelicans.
Shea, 31 points per game this year.
Turn up.
He's him. Boys, some people didn't believe in this. Some people didn't believe in this set, but
I did not believe he was that him.
Shea
No,
is him.
I did not believe
Shea
he
is
was that
him.
him.
Shea is him, man.
Definitely him.
And the Thunder they're probably the weirdest team in the league because of the size that they play with and the way they play.
The style.
Yeah, it's just really they don't rebound well at all. I think they're the worst rebounding team in the league because look at the guys they play.
Yeah.
They play a bunch of. They only
They're
play like
versatile,
one
like,
guy that's
really
like
versatile.
6'8", and then everybody else they play a bunch of 6'7", 6'6", and whatever guys. They play fast. They are second in the league. They're a turnover. They're the kind of defense they like to turn over the ball and get in transition and score. They're second in the league in steals per game.
That
Pelicans-
makes sense. That makes sense.
Pelicans are actually third in the league
Steals.
at 8. The Pelicans. So this is like two teams that actually cause a lot of turnovers,
I'm trying to think.
and it makes sense. It
What is
makes
this one 5.5.
it makes sense with their the length and types of guys they have on defense. While they would be those type of Dort, Giddey, Shea, Jalen Williams, and the other team they got Herb, they got Ingram, they got Trey,
Murphy, yeah.
and then obviously they have Alvarado. But those type of guys like that
Is he
makes
back?
sense.
Alvarado?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
I know Zion's not coming back.
Yeah, Zion is actually the third flagrant of the day because Pelicans. Why did y'all waste our time? Why did y'all waste
You
time with
have to.
updates?
That's like the new thing now.
So annoying. Like we'll update you in 2 weeks. Like bro, just say
He's not coming back, bro.
just say it's a high chance he's not coming back. Just
Or
start,
just
say
admit
that.
he's not coming back.
Yeah, like bro, what are we doing? Why would you do this? Why would you waste that time?
Yeah.
So much time wasting. Obviously the best player in the game is Shea. but I would give the edge to the Pelicans.
Because they're at home.
Just they have a better team.
Hmm.
Like they have a better team if you go player for player. They're the better team.
I've learned my lesson with OKC this season. I never count them out.
No, I don't think they should be counted out. I don't think they should be counted out, but I think the Pelicans are if they're both giving their best, then the Pelicans are they're the better team. Like
I like the matchups in this game though. Hopefully Alvarado plays. That would be even more interesting.
Especially if Val get going. It's like the Thunder don't have a guy. They don't have a guy. They don't have a guy to check him. It's a wrap. If he get going, then it's like I don't know what they're finna do.
Yeah,
they don't even have another big on the team like that. The other Jalen Williams is the only big they play. He's like 6'8".
I wanted to point out too with Shea. I think it's really cool that he averaged 30 and he don't really shoot threes. It's not that many guys.
I was actually thinking about that yesterday, and
not too many guards doing that.
I was just like, he's went fully against the grain on like
totally.
what inefficiently.
Yes.
Like it's not like he's just it's like efficiently
he's doing what they keep saying you shouldn't be doing. Yeah.
But he's such a weird player. His game is unlike any game, especially I was just watching them play a couple nights ago, and I was just like, bro, when he gets to the free throw line, there's just I don't know what you're supposed to do because he's either gonna step back and he's gonna hit a fadeaway, or he's gonna like kind of like halfway post you up and then kind of get to the basket and like underhand layup, and it's like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah,
like,
it's hard
I don't know.
I feel like it would be hard to game plan against like his
such a weird
you
guy.
You have to see it over and over and over and over to
because the game now has so much spacing. Like I've said it so many times, it's created way more space in the mid range. It's more room in the mid range than ever before. 90s, 2000s, it wasn't as much room in the mid range because that's where everybody was at. Now everybody's spread out, so it's like there's a lot of room to work there, and like he's really figured out on a level that like no other player right now has figured out the way he maneuvers because he's not trying to shoot threes.
No, he doesn't want to shoot threes.
Doesn't want to shoot threes. Yeah. And he's been a solid 3-point shooter even this year. He's been solid.
Yeah, just in general, he's
he doesn't need to. Obviously, he doesn't need to.
I think that's really cool though.
Listen, man.
So you have the Pelicans
I got
covering?
The Pelicans. 5.5. I got the Pelicans covering 5.
Covering 5.5. Okay.
I think they're the better team. Like they're easily the better team.
Yeah, I think they're the better team.
Could they lose? Of course they can lose. Cause Shea could have 40.
Shea going off.
They could play really good defense.
Jalen
they could be
coming
off.
along with them. Yeah.
No, it's definitely. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Hitting some big
but
shots.
I still think the Pelicans like 5.5.
You know what? I'm going plus
under?
5.5.
That's what you going with?
Yeah.
All right.
Not to win, but to cover that spread at least.
Well, obviously not to win.
Yeah, I think the Pelicans are going to win.
That's fair.
And then we got these nasty matchups in the East. You know what? Forget the East. I'm joking.
Hawks Heat.
Yo,
do you know what the Hawks record is since Quinn Snyder's been the coach?
Okay, so I heard something yesterday about how many games he's coached already, and I was like, dang, the NBA season is too long. I feel like he just got hired.
He's coached 21 games.
20 games already.
He's coached 21 now.
21? Okay, so let me guess his record. He is.
If you've seen any stuff about the Hawks and their record stuff, did you ever see that stuff pop up about their record?
No.
The Hawks have basically either been 500 at almost every possible opportunity to be 500. Bro,
that is crazy.
You never seen that tweet pop up?
That is weird.
It's like, bro, they've been almost every possible way to be like 500.
It keeps coming back to 500.
Bro, it went back. It was so long they kept getting right back to it.
What?
I gotta find it.
I've never heard that before.
It kept popping. It was popping up for months because it kept popping. It's like, bro, they're 500 again. They like found a way to get back to 500 every single chance.
So I'm gonna go 11 and 10.
10 and 11.
Oh, okay.
10 and 11. 10 and 11.
I wanted to give him an over. I wanted to be over 500.
They haven't been winning.
I don't know what's
with that team. I do not know what's with that team, and obviously Quinn Snyder can't figure out either.
Fam, I thought it was funny though that he's coached 20 already. That seems really quick.
I mean, well, the coach got fired right after All Star, so basically, there's only like 20-something games after All Star. All Star is more than half, which is always confusing to me as an adult because as a kid I always thought it was halfway through the season. Then I was like, adults like,
adding up the
bro,
games.
it's only 20-something games left. It's like, yeah, it's like this all this time has been like this.
Yeah,
bro, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Because they were always. That's how they always frame it. Halfway through the season.
That's
All-Star
exactly
break.
how it feels. It's like, bro, it's not halfway
It's
season.
like a 3/4 break.
Close to being over. Like if you ain't in the play, if you ain't by this time, it's like you almost out of it. But like, yeah, nah.
So you're
10
taking the
11.
Heat. Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Did the Hawks win their last game?
I don't know.
Depending on if they won or lost.
That's how you feel.
That's all. 500.
But they gonna touch it
They
again.
consistent.
Did the Hawks win their
They
last game?
consistent.
Let me check.
They probably lost because, wait, they actually no, their last game didn't count. Like it
They
didn't
lost?
matter. Yeah, it didn't matter.
Okay, so like you think they got to get back? So they're gonna
So
win.
that's 500. Miami in trouble.
So you take it Hawks +5.
Hell, I'm actually gonna take Hawks +5. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Heat.
I actually think the Hawks are gonna win. Actually, yeah, I know they said guys. I
You
saw
think
some
Hawks
of that
gonna
game.
win?
Yeah, I think they'll win.
You confident? Wow.
I'm not confident, but
Why
I'm
you think
also
they gonna
not
win?
confident in
What you
Miami
going off
because
of?
Miami has not been.
Miami's
that
more
good.
proven though.
Proven what though? Like this season, proven? I don't think you use the word proven with them this season.
Just in general.
What are we talking about now?
Who are the best
We
players?
ain't giving a
Who are
lifetime
the best-
achievement awards.
Who are the
around
best
here.
players in the series?
Best player. The best 2 players are Jimmy and Trey.
Who's the next best player?
The next 2 players are DeJounte and Bam.
It's not DeJounte and Bam. It's Bam and DeJounte.
No, I mean, God dang.
Let's go in order here.
What? Okay, well, let me start over.
I
It's
mean,
Trey
I'd
and
rather
Jimmy.
have Jimmy and Bam than DeJounte and Trey.
Who's the third?
For who? Miami?
Both teams.
Hero. And I'd rather have Hero than
Hero and Collins.
whatever the next best
Maybe
guy.
Collins. Who's the fourth? Now we get into Atlanta territory.
Yeah.
You trust
Who
it-
is
you
the
trust it
fourth for
Shrews?
Miami?
Shrews?
The fourth of Miami is
Please
God
don't say Lowry.
dang.
They are down bad if it's Lowry.
Duncan Robinson. Are you available?
He's not even playing. Boy can't hit the ocean no more.
Hey man,
Yeah, after the fourth player, yeah. I mean, after the third player, it's looking real
man.
hawkish.
Boy Strus is Vincent.
and Vincent.
Oladipo is
that rounds out the top
not
5.
Love.
Kevin Love. You
What
done
has that done?
You
What has
done
that
this?
done for the Hawks? What has that done for the Hawks so far? Having all these good players. What does that even mean?
500.
Exactly. Huh?
Udonis. Shout out Udonis. Udonis dropped 24 points yesterday. Shout out OG. Triple OG.
Listen, man. He was out there,
Quadruple OG.
catching alleys.
Phil. Well, I saw he had, 13 in the first quarter? I was like,
Ben Simmons can't even doing that.
fam, Ben Simmons.
You
He scored
Udonis
more
could
points
take
than Ben
minutes.
Simmons in 42 games. You know what I said about Ben Simmons, that one comment I made about never kicking the son out the house?
Nah, Jerry. No. Hey. No, Jerry.
Nah, I'm joking. I won't,
Because you tried to be spiteful and get Ben. You thought I knew
Fam,
what you
no,
was doing.
I legit got
Trey knew
Ben.
what you was doing too.
I legit got Ben.
No, you
Fam,
did, Phil. You tried.
Big time. But I legit got Ben because I thought he has KD and Kyrie. All he has to do is penetrate, kick, post up, kick, score 15 points easily in that space.
Sounds so easy.
Fam, my goodness.
When I see a guy that doesn't even want to play basketball because fans hurt his feelings, I'm like, yo, I want nothing to do with that guy. You didn't want to play because your feelings was hurt. That you're soft.
To me, like,
Everything about you is soft.
that is a form of softness.
Bro, that's the softest thing I've ever heard. It hurt your feelings? Prove them wrong. It hurt your feelings?
Yeah, I would.
It ain't
agree
like
with
you
that
you
one.
already got paid. It ain't like it was like a paid. Like, do you
Yeah,
already,
you
it hurt
do
your
want
feelings?
you do want that person to like.
They hurt
take
your
that as-
feelings
take that
because
as a
you
challenge.
did. They hurt your feelings because you did play bad. They didn't lie. Well, nobody lied. You was bad.
Yeah, I wish he did take that as a challenge.
He did it.
Yeah,
He said y'all hurt my feelings, and then he proceeded to go party away that whole year.
fam.
He wasn't working out.
How did UD outscore him in one game, bro? Nigga, it wasn't season high. It's season total.
No. I think that was throughout any game he ever had this year.
Oh, like the
Yeah, that was
best,
any game.
best
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Udonis scored 20 more points this game than any game Ben Simmons has scored. He
Come on,
hasn't scored
man.
24.
Get it together. Get back, bro. Please fix your back and get back.
Yeah, because Jerry ain't gonna kick you out. He's loyal.
I won't. Please.
I got you out the house. It's out of there, buddy.
just do that, man. On the
Couldn't
street,
wait.
Which looked like a great decision,
Listen,
but as a dad, never, ever.
All right. Well, next year, have fun. We'll be back.
I
We'll
don't
be
know.
back. We'll be back.
I don't know what team we gonna be on, but
The Nets ain't got a choice. Who wants that? How you gonna get rid of
they
it?
might release him. I don't know. I don't want to speak.
Bro,
on
you got
teams.
2 more years and like $30-something million left. How is that happening?
Amnesty.
Like when they used to amnesty Kobe?
Fram. See, he took it as a challenge. And it wasn't even a team that could amnesty him. Man, Ben need more coaching.
Yo, no, Ben Simmons is the softest NBA player to ever live.
But yeah, these
Softest.
Hawks.
Big
bro.
softy.
Hawks in Miami. I'm rolling with the Hawks. Let's go, Hawks. Haka.
Yeah, you on your own.
but
You want the Hawks to cover or to win?
I think they're gonna win.
Oh.
And then
Alright.
Miami will beat. Well, let's go here.
So you going to Vegas?
You know what?
You-
I'm going to Vegas for something for sure when we get to the playoffs, like the actual season.
You not gonna do the Hawks?
Not the Hawks, but there's a matchup in here that I'm going to Vegas.
Okay.
for.
Bulls Raptors. Let's get to it. The highlight.
Where you on at?
Should have brought her on.
A nice seed Raptors out
Listen,
here.
man. Bulls been 12-8. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to hear
Since
none of that
listen,
Beverly crap.
Bulls top 5. Bulls are top 5 defense this year. Listen, hey, top 5 defense. It's real.
Hispanic followers know what this means. Got it here.
So you with the Raptors? You think Raptors?
Yeah, I actually do think the Raptors are gonna win.
I actually got Bulls to cover the
What?
+5.
Oh,
not
cover,
to win.
cover.
The 5.
No, I think
I got Bulls to cover the 5.
no, I think they are covering 5, and I don't think the game will be close actually.
I think Bulls to cover. I got Bulls to cover.
But Toronto win. Are you undecided?
I think Bulls gonna win.
Ooh.
Toronto's weird, man.
They have been. That is very true.
They're just a weird team.
But I also
The
think
Bulls have
the been
actually
too.
the Bulls have, since All-Star break have actually not been bad, and I don't. And
No,
they
say the trade deadline. Just give them his props.
trade deadline. They've not been bad. They've been good. I don't know how they're a good defensive team,
Playing King Bev.
but they are really good with Caruso, Beverly.
That's why Caruso.
But who the hell are the other defenders? Levine and DeRozan and Vucic? How are they a good defensive team? But they have been. But they have
It's
been.
a whole lot of Caruso, I guess.
They're top 5
But
defensive team.
Levine actually can play defense.
No, he's
DeMar
okay on
can
ball.
Play defense. Lamar has
For them to
played
be a
defense in the past.
top 5 defensive team, when I look at that,
Is that in the league or the West?
in the
I mean,
league,
East.
I look at that
Since the
roster and
All-Star
I'm
break.
like, no,
It might be.
no, for the year.
That is super.
They've been
interesting.
higher since the All-Star break.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, how is this roster a top 5 defensive team? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me, even with Caruso.
No, it does not.
Like,
make
what?
sense.
Who's defending?
I thought it was for a certain stretch.
No, for the year. When I
Heck
first
no.
heard it, I was like, what? No, I was like, no, I looked it up today. No, I got, yeah, no. They're number 5. They were higher. They were actually higher a few weeks ago.
I like Toronto at home.
Toronto at home.
Yeah.
I got the Bulls. I got the Bulls covering. But if I had to choose to win, I choose Bulls. But I think the Bulls are covering.
Interesting.
Levine, DeRozan, they can get a bucket.
Okay, so
The Raptors have less bucket getters.
who you have finishing in 7th? Well, technically you have Miami finishing.
Yeah,
in 7th.
Miami.
Who's finishing in 8th? Hawks versus Bulls. In your scenario.
I think the Hawks pull it out. I think the Hawks can pull that one out.
In
got
my
Hawks.
scenario, it's Miami pulling out. So we got the same 2 teams making the playoffs, just different seeds.
Okay, so we're on the same
Basically.
page. Basically. They're both gonna get. Well, the Heat and Celtics thing, for whatever reason, the Heat keep making it tough for them.
Yes, they do.
This is they're again. They've met twice in the conference finals, and they've been like down 7-game series both times, and both times we didn't think the Heat had a chance. So I don't know what that matchup does to the Celtics or like what's going on, but like
I think it's
I'm
more
sure-
so the refs let them play.
I'm sure out of those teams that like the top 2 seeds want to face, they're both like, please don't give us the Heat. We don't feel like doing that. They'd rather have the other teams than the Heat.
Yeah,
The Hawks, the Bulls, or the Raptors. They don't want the Heat.
Just having to deal with.
Yeah,
them.
we just don't feel like dealing with the Heat. We don't want nobody. Those top 2 seeds don't want to deal with that.
I think that's true.
Yeah, like we don't want to deal with that scrappy ass team. Like we tired of seeing them. Man.
No PJ, but they still scrappy.
Listen, they still scrappy. But
So out west we got Lakers. And you
Pelicans.
have Pelicans. No,
Yeah.
I have Pelicans too. We both
Lakers,
have
Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we about on the same page.
Yeah. Weak play in. Pointless play in. No 9th and 10th seed making the
I
playoffs.
mean, everybody says that till they in the play-in and need it.
I've been here. I'm a vet.
Y'all only a few games out the freaking 9th spot. It's not like y'all just
We're a
got
game
in.
out of 6 though.
Huh?
We're a game out of
Cool,
6.
but y'all however many games from 9th. Y'all like a game. I'm not a 9th.
No, it's like 2 games, 3 games.
2 games. Like y'all barely made it past the finish line to make it out of like the crap spots.
Glass half full.
Hey man. But what are we getting to next?
We can do the first round playoffs.
First round playoffs.
Predictions.
What you what you
Of the-
want
we
to
can
start?
start. We can start with the. Let's start with
East
the
or
weakest
West?
one. Let's start with the East. The weakest. The
Sixers-
weakest one that's like
Sixers Nets.
valid already. Yes, Sixers Nets.
Okay, who you got?
I got.
Obviously, I know who you got.
I got Philadelphia.
I got the Nets.
There ain't no way. Wait, what is there?
I got the
they're
Nets.
plus
I got-
500.
I got the-
560.
I got the Nets winning one game.
One game.
One, they can do it.
I have
Yeah.
them getting swept.
Miles Bridges, since he became a Net,
Bucket getter.
26 points per game.
Young KD.
Listen, when Miles Bridges was with Phoenix, I was like, yo, Miles Bridges got another level. Miles Bridges was a better player than DeAndre Ayton. And it's like, yo, listen, the long run, it's just like, yo, Miles Bridges' contract looks stupid now. I think it's like $90 million. Like 4 years, $90 million. That is stupid
steal
looking
right
contract.
there.
Yeah. I feel like it was dumb at the time because he did it kind of early. I was like, you should
Oh,
probably,
dumb on his part.
because you should probably wait. It's like you're gonna get like whatever you want to get. Like,
It's so hard to wait though.
but when you're when you're Mikal Bridges and you're like arguably the best 3-and-D player in the league, it's like, dude, every team in the league wants you. You're not like a random guy like, oh, you might have a few suitors. Every single team needs a player like you, and you're like the top of those kind of players. He could have got more than that, but I guess he wanted to stay in Phoenix, and look what happened.
That too, yeah.
See, how long he lasted? What, another year?
Loyalty.
Loyalty's overrated.
Very
Dame,
much.
get out of there.
He's starting to see the light.
He been seeing the light. I think Dame does like Portland, so I think it is hard for him because
Have
I
you
think
seen his latest quote?
when he talks about it, I saw his last quote. When I hear him talk about it, like he enjoys being there. He likes Portland, but it's like at a certain point,
You can go there in the summer. Do what Harden does. Go during the season. Harden comes to Houston.
He in
during
Houston
the-
right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Trey, did you know that?
You know he knows.
He would.
How'd you even ask that?
My bad.
He probably got the
The text
he got the flight.
group chat.
He know the flight. You know you can track their flights.
That's weird.
I've seen that on
Why would
Twitter
you,
before.
Why would you check their flights?
I've seen that on Twitter.
You can check player flights.
No, like the team flights.
Harden not here on the team flight.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying
He
like
here on
just in general, you can check,
business. Business.
make sure that jersey and the Raptors is clean.
Well, he has a restaurant here, so he's just checking on the business
A lot of
restaurant.
eating.
13. Y'all been to 13 yet?
I have not.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
Trey waiting for him to sign back.
Bro, y'all haven't been to 13 yet?
Hey, we can do a
It's
Harden back
it's a
dinner.
dope spot. We all got to go to
Harden's
13.
back dinner.
We all gotta
at
go to
13.
We gotta go to 13. You still haven't been?
So you're not coming? Pause.
Yo, super pause. Trey
If we-
definitely gonna be at 13.
If I throw a Harden back at 13 dinner, you not showing up? That's what I asked. Turn up.
All right.
Harden's back at 13.
Uno's back.
Uno. No,
If he
won't
comes
be-
back, is he
I don't
gonna wear
think
number
I
one?
think he's 13.
Is he gonna wear number 1 if he come back?
What do you think, Trey? 13. That's what I thought.
But what if you don't want to be that no more? Because even on his purse that he had the picture of this, like he had a purse. It had Uno on the purse.
Oh wow.
You know,
Because
the
he's number
handbag.
one, though.
It had Uno on it.
Yeah, because that's like currently what he is.
He got all these Uno chains.
Because that's what he
He
is.
never had a
He can't-
13
he
chain.
can't do 13 now.
He never had a 13 chain.
They're gonna
How
think
do
he's
you
talking
say-
about Wilt.
Uno. Yes, ocho.
Are you trying to get to 13? 13.
Yes, I couldn't think of it off the top of my head. I was like,
I was like, where is he going?
yes, cinco.
No, he's not wearing 13. And 13 is not as live as like a lettering, like in letters.
What if you take
as
Jabari
Uno.
number? Jabari is number 1. What if you take like Jabari? I'll just
Fam.
get that off of you.
You want some shoes?
Harden,
I got the five kicks out
Harden
here.
will throw him. Harden throw like 500,000.
No, he's
at him.
definitely no. He probably throw more.
He would throw more. He got it.
For
Yeah,
the
bro.
jersey?
What you
Yeah,
mean?
definitely boys.
Because
throw
the jersey's your
bands at a
branding.
Jersey, yes.
And especially
That's part of you.
basketball. Yeah.
How you gonna have a restaurant named 13 and
Well, he's not 13 now.
you're number one? I'm talking about here.
In Houston.
Yeah. He's not leaving.
A lot of people don't even know it's James Harden's restaurant. It's just
Really?
a popular spot. People know about it. People don't even realize. I don't think a lot of people realize it's even his spot. They just know it's a popular spot.
You've been there, right?
I've been there quite a few times.
There's pictures of him in there.
Huh?
There's pictures of him.
Not that I've noticed.
Huh.
Yeah, that'd be a little vain.
NBA player.
Yeah, that'd be kind of vain. It's a what restaurant that has pictures of like people in there? It's
It's a
an
bar?
actual restaurant.
I thought it was a restaurant.
It's a restaurant. Yeah, it's not a
okay,
sports
okay,
bar. It's a
okay.
restaurant.
I thought you said it's a bar.
It's like a nice restaurant.
Just
It ain't no
like a
it ain't no like Chili's.
little spot in the corner.
Picture of James
Employee of the month, always him
with his MVP trophy,
with his championship. I mean,
championship trophy.
oh, you want to bring back a trophy? Any trophy.
That don't count for us though, so it don't matter to me.
He throw it up the
because
H regardless.
That counts for trade, but that doesn't matter to me because I don't. What does that do for me as a Rockets fan? Cool beans.
Trey being excited about Harden winning championship is funny. Outside of a Houston jersey.
I mean, listen, Trey's he's got a lot of equity in Harden. You know what I'm saying? So it makes
He's a
sense.
top
I get
shareholder,
it.
huh?
Huh?
Top shareholder.
I don't know about the top shareholder, but he's
Top
in
five.
the top percentile. He's in the 90th. He's in the 90th percentile of like shareholders.
Top
Harden.
5. You
I'm
on
s-
the
It's guys. It's guys that are definitely higher. than
Mount
Tracy.
Rushmore. Trey on
Because
the
Tracy,
Mount
he's
Rushmore.
unsure right now whether he even wants Harden back. He's shaky.
believe
about
that?
it. I do because he don't want Harden back if he trash because he know we gonna kill him.
Okay, that's valid.
He definitely
That's
don't want
valid.
trash Harden back. 'Cause,
Oh, that's why he hesitant.
No, he know.
Okay,
Tracy
I'm onto
he
it.
reads the lines.
I'm onto it.
He knows. Bro, if Harden come back and he trash,
Damn, he wouldn't hot. The chat would be so silent.
he wouldn't be able to survive, man. That would do it. That would do him in. You might get a Jeremy Lin tier.
man.
You might get a Jeremy Lin tier at that point.
At least we can pull up the games.
What?
We can at least pull up the games though.
We can't. Oh yeah, for real. He wouldn't even want to pull up the games at that point.
Yeah, he would.
Trey, if Harden was trash, would you want to pull up the game still? I wish he was mic'd up.
Me too. No bass at all.
I'm a Rockets fan.
Oh man.
Nah, man. But let's get back to
Let's
this.
go Rockets, baby.
Let's get back to the Sixers,
Rockets,
man.
baby. Oh, today R.I.P. Steven Silas. All right, back to back.
I wish it was Ryan Hollins too.
It might be.
I hope you don't see this because he gonna block me. He gonna block me. No, because he didn't really block shots in the NBA. That's what he didn't do. But he's probably blocked more people
Dang,
than
why you jabbing this
Oh.
guy? Dang. You know what? You
Booty
won't
call?
take no M.
Talking about booty call.
He said that was not him. He specifically tweeted to me back that it was not.
So it's,
that is
so it's
not
true because he said it. So because he said it is true.
Who else are we gonna believe?
It's on the internet. It's on
That's a
Basketball
crazy
Reference.
source.
It's on Basketball Reference, bro.
Oh, okay. That's valid.
Somebody put that on there.
Fam,
Not out of nowhere.
I took a picture of it and tweeted to him. He said
Booty call.
fake news.
The booty. Shout out booty call Ryan Hollins.
Dang. I'm not allowing this slander. Just like you didn't allow me to go there with MJ, I'm not allowing it.
MJ who?
Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Ryan Hollins is on that.
He's on the no slander list? What? What?
That's hilarious because I've never stopped you from slandering guys I like.
Stop slandering my guys.
He's not even on the list of my guys, but I'm here for you,
He's
Ryan.
gonna block you too, Jerry. You laughing too much.
But I got your
Yo,
back.
announcers blocking
your
people
back.
is crazy. What announcers blocking people?
But
is
y'all
crazy.
got some annoying fans, so it makes sense.
But I think Clyde never had to block nobody.
That
He wasn't good either.
No social media, but he probably would have.
There was social media when Clyde was around.
Where, fam?
What you mean? Oh, Clyde ain't got no
Clyde
social
Drexler?
media. You're right. Clyde doesn't have social
Yeah,
media.
you're a wild one. Let's get back to these predictions.
Oh, Clyde does. Clyde definitely don't have social
So
media.
Philly is sweeping and gentlemen sweeping.
I think the Nets got one. Gentlemen sweep.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah.
So let's go to Cavaliers Knicks, which I think is actually low because I don't think Randall is 100%.
Yeah, he hasn't played in some weeks now. Which the Knicks have still been winning. Crazy enough. The Knicks, man, shout out to Tom Thibodeau, man, because I thought you were close to done. After that first Knicks year and everything was
Shouldn't
all
have
fun and
been.
games and Knicks was back, bing bong, all that good stuff. I thought they was done after that series because the next year came back trash and then
Knicks fans.
hey man, Jalen Brunson, man. Shout out Jalen Brunson and
Good
your
ball.
dad for finessing this. Listen. It helps to have people in the organizations.
See what happens when you have a good dad that doesn't kick you out?
But your son got to be good though. See if Jalen
Kicking your son out is
Brunson
wild, bro.
if Brunson wasn't good, this wouldn't even be a conversation. He had to actually
His
be
dad
good.
would still want him though. Price tag would be different, but his dad would still want him.
Not like getting $110 million.
I say this as I remember the fact that his dad has never coached him, and he's been a coach since he was little. I think that's kind of weird.
Too busy, I guess.
Possibly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Possibly.
Too busy. But no, the Knicks has been good, man. Like I didn't.
Man, fuck
They were
the
the-
Knicks.
Why you hating on the Knicks?
I just don't like the Knicks especially their fans. I will say though, they haven't turned up like they did a couple years ago.
Oh, because they're pessimistic. They're scared. That's why.
That's a good
Yeah,
reason why.
they're probably the worst. They're probably the worst about that. Like we suck. We're not that good. Like the Knicks
But
are
they
definitely
were-
those type
they
of
were-
fans.
I like making fun
Well,
of them. but
because
they
it
were
was
turning
so
up.
unexpected that year.
This
And now
year-
this year they're scared to probably believe it.
Yeah,
They don't want to.
that's
They don't
probably
want to
what it is, too.
believe like we actually like good.
hold on
but
to
the
that
Brunson
belief and
thing-
get crushed.
Jalen Brunson, man, has turned himself into. I mean, he's like a top 30 player. Like he's like a legitimate top. Like
I
he's.
think you could go higher actually.
Well, I'm just talking about in general. Obviously, you could go higher, or you could start at like 30. But I mean, in general,
30
he's at
sounds
least.
disrespectful, that's
He's
what I
at
said.
least a top 30 player. At the least. Obviously, he could go higher this year,
Higher than Wood.
huh?
Higher than Wood.
He's higher than Wood.
Is he still top 30? No. What was he last time we checked? Top 25.
Last time I checked.
Last time we ever had that conversation.
Listen, man, I
When
don't even
he-
keep.
when-
I don't keep up with Tom. Tom is linear, man. I don't even understand. Time isn't made up. Time
See
isn't
what happens
made up.
when- see
Time
what-
is a made up quantum.
See what
Like,
happens
what
when
does time
you-
even mean?
when it takes dissolve over time.
Man, fuck Jason Kidd, man.
Oh, it's his fault.
It is Jason Kidd's fault.
That's your guy. We right here,
I need
bro.
I need Lil B to make a remix. And go a little something like this.
So,
I need Lil B to make a remix.
how the Mavs skirt? How the Mavs not make the playoffs?
Bro, we
with-
talking about the Knicks
I
Cavs.
know.
Where
I
we
said
going with
skirt.
this?
Why did the Mavs miss the playoffs with 3 top 25 players?
3 top 25 players?
I was told Wood is the top 25.
That was 2 years ago.
He's got worse.
No, I don't think he's got worse.
Top
I think
25.
guys have gotten better.
There you go.
He's not gotten worse. Guys have gotten. It's like the league has gotten better. He's gotten worse.
How about he was never top 25? Let's start there.
I mean, that's to you. You can say that now. It's easy to say now. At the time, I had a decent
No,
argument.
You did not.
So I didn't have a decent argument.
No,
though.
you did not.
So he wasn't even top 30 or nothing like that.
No.
He was never in none of that.
No.
All right. All right.
He was not.
All right. That's fine.
But they got 3 of them. Had 3 of them.
Hey.
Back to the playoffs where the Mavs do not participate.
That was a weird.
It just came to mind. We were talking about Jason Kidd.
When I bring up Jason Kidd,
You literally said F. Jason Kidd.
you brought up Christian Wood.
But you said F. Jason Kidd, so it made me think about the Mavs not making the playoffs.
Why'd you bring up Christian Wood?
Top 25. Top 30.
Oh, all right. That was weird. But Jerry hit throw me off. I got points to make. What points you got to make over the series, Jerry?
So, New York and Cleveland. I don't think it's going to be a good series. I don't think it's going to be a long series.
You don't think it's going to be a good series or a long series?
No, I think the Cavs are actually gonna win in 5.
Well, the Cavs this year, number 1 on defense, number 8 on offense.
Yeah, I feel like
The biggest thing that both these teams are 1-3 in points in the paint. Like, they stop points in the paint. I guess obviously between Mitchell Robinson and the Cavs, obviously with
Twin
Mobley
Towers.
and Allen, like they give up the least points out of all those teams. The Cavs, the problem with the Cavs is, even though they're the better team and have the better players, is the one thing I don't like, they do not shoot a lot of threes. And there's been so many games they've lost this year, and you look at why they lost, it's like, why I just didn't shoot more threes?
Spam a
Like, the
little more.
math sometimes, as much as I hate it, it's like sometimes it's like, yeah, y'all went like
Yeah, you gotta get
y'all
them
went
up.
5 for 15. Y'all lost the game by like freaking 5. It's like, bro, if y'all just shoot a few more threes, the other team just made more threes, even though y'all shot better percentage from the field, more rebounds, everything. The other team just made more threes.
yeah, you gotta get them up.
Like that's the thing about the Cavs. Like, I know that's not necessarily their style, but the math is the math in 2023. As much as you like to play a certain way, you gotta be able to shoot threes. Like, they gotta shoot more threes.
Also, too, they only have like 2 guys that you trust shooting threes, so that makes a big difference.
You still gotta shoot them.
That's tough because those are bad positions at that point.
Between Okoro is gonna have all the wide open looks.
They're gonna dare him all series.
He hit a game winner a few weeks
Yeah,
ago.
he did. I remember that.
Listen, man.
That was super loud.
But between Okoro, Garland's a good 3-point shooter. Middleton's a good 3-point shooter. Osman, he's a solid 3-point shooter. Levert's okay, solid. Like, but those guys still have to shoot them because that's just the math of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to shoot enough. They don't need to shoot a ton, obviously. And also at times, they play too slow. They're the slowest paced team in the league. And I understand, even though having 2 bigs,
Both
it's
these
just
teams are pretty slow.
still Knicks actually not slow. Knicks actually play fast.
What's
but-
fast for them though?
I didn't look up the pace, but the Knicks were actually they're not one of the slower teams pace wise. The Knicks are actually number 4 in offense, which is pretty surprising looking at the
Efficient.
roster. Like, they're not a defensive team this year; they're an offensive team, which makes no sense with Tom Thibodeau.
Opposite of Tom.
Hey, he's progressing.
Got to.
You know what I can't stand though, Tom Thibodeau, is those 3 strands of hair on top of your head.
Oh my God.
I'm sick and tired of you gelling it over.
What is up with this slander train?
I don't understand why it's still there, bro. Just he gels it over, bro. Get rid of that.
That's his thing.
Like, just rock the cul-de-sac. But he got like these few strands on top.
the Larry David.
It's like the Charlie Brown. It's not even like
No,
Larry-
I'm talking about what he should rock.
Yeah, bro. Just go full on Jeff Van Gundy. Because Jeff had the cul-de-sac.
Jeff took a while though. Another New York Knick.
Jeff had the cul-de-sac.
It probably was forced upon him though.
Oh, he had no choice. It's so crazy because his brother had like a nice head
Yeah,
of
he
hair.
does.
Bro, that's so trash. Stan had a pretty good head of hair for a long
Less
time.
stress. Less stress.
Coaching those Knicks teams.
But yeah, I don't see this one going long. Mostly because Randall's not 100%. Now, if Randall was 100%, I could see like a 6, possibly 7 game series. Because then you have somebody. I feel like the Cavs have the best 2 players in the series at that point with the hobbled Randall. Maybe 3. 3 players.
Some with the Cavs.
Yeah. 3 of the 4 best players for
Yeah, they
sure
have
are
3 of
Cavs,
the-
though.
You know, they have 3 of the 4 if you're going to 4.
If Randall's healthy, yes.
Yeah, no, they have 3 of the 4 still. Here's the thing, though, with the Cavs. Like I talk about pace. That's how they could lose, though.
Too many possessions?
Just they don't
Oh,
play
they don't
fast
get
and
enough
they don't
possessions.
shoot enough threes. And the Knicks lately have offensive. Knicks have been really good on offense. The Knicks shoot a decent amount of threes. Between Brunson going off, you have Quickly, you have Hart, who's been excellent after All-Star break. He's been hitting threes, which is so crazy because he wasn't even shooting threes no more in Portland. I don't know what happened. I don't know whatever, but he's been hitting threes. So they have guys like Grimes.
Mm-hmm.
They have enough firepower in the pace that they play at to outscore Cleveland in these low-scoring games because Cleveland doesn't play fast anyway.
See, I'm just looking at the Cavs have the best player who in the playoffs shows up.
They do, but I feel like the way the Cavs play, that's what enables them to have a chance to get beaten. Because they play a very what's the word I'm looking for? They play a very dangerous style in 2023, playing so slow and
too
not shooting
methodical.
threes. Because they could outplay the Knicks and still lose. That's the problem with not shooting.
So how long you have the series going, and who's winning?
I got Cavs in 6.
6.
I got Cavs in 6. But how the Knicks play, how the Cavs play, that's the Cavs' problem. Like they gotta change up the pace. They play way too slow.
So I'm pulling Cavs in 5.
Cavs in 5.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cavs are at their best. Obviously, they're the better team. But I think just playing style, they could outplay the Knicks and still lose. That's the problem with that. Just
That's fair.
by the nature of hitting more threes, playing faster, things like that.
All right, so let's go out west. Phoenix Suns minus 450 versus the LA Clippers plus 330.
Well, listen, Kawhi Leonard, since January, 27 points per game. You know, Kawhi's been playing. It sucks that because of the first year it went so weird, and then the games played, he's not an All-NBA player, but he should be.
This season?
Yeah, he's been
How
good
many
enough.
games he played?
He hasn't played 50.
Oh, dang.
He should be an All-NBA player, just especially how good he was the second half of the season. Well, since January, not even before that. The first 2 months, just him coming back and barely playing some games. It was kind of weird first couple months. Then for a second, people was like, "Dang, is he like
Yeah, it took him a
seriously
while to
hurt
catch his
again?"
groove, yeah.
For a moment, it was like, "Is he actually like really hurt again? Like, is he not even playing?" And all of a sudden, oh, he's playing 30 minutes a game.
Yeah, because he
or
had that
whatever.
weird moment where
It was
like,
a
he
weird-
just missed games.
Yeah,
and
it was like a
huh?
really. It was like, what is going on? We didn't know what was going on. That was really weird.
Yeah, it was.
And I was like, "Dang, is he
I
like?
was a little worried.
Is Eric done? Like, is this?" And then he came back and he's been great. Like,
Yeah.
he's been top 10-ish great since January. He's been that good and efficient.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, 50% from the field, 40% over 25 points per game, over 24 points per game, only 2 guys. Norman Powell, 17 points off the bench.
He want that 6 man.
Not 6. I don't know if he's not my guy for 6 man, but he's up there obviously.
No, I don't think he's winning, but
They've been 11-10 since the Rush trade, and no PG. Gentlemen sweep. I mean, they can get one, but that's all I got.
Kawhi got one in him.
I think Kawhi got one. I just think Phoenix too much. You know what? I think 2 at best. At the most, they get 2.
2.
I think the most they get 2.
I can see 2 only because Phoenix probably like we're trying to figure out things, especially versus a team
And the
like
Clippers, the Clippers do have still a lot of offensive firepower from
Yeah.
like a lot of different guys.
Yeah.
Like even on their bench, from Kawhi to Russ, to EG to Powell.
Bones. You got options,
Yeah, they have like a lot of firepower, just guys that could like score randomly, whatever kind of ways.
Yeah, like
But
go off in a
They're a
quarter.
weird team.
Very.
They're weird, and they could go super small. Like they could do it. They can do a lot of different things. They just don't have enough. They just don't have the talent to match up
Really
with the
missing
Suns.
PG, yeah.
Like especially with KD and Booker. Like with PG, I'd be like, okay, this would be an interesting series.
Yeah,
like
real
this
interesting.
is a pretty
That would be number one
for
me
a
if
first
PG was
round
playing.
matchup. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
this is serious right here. But PG obviously being out to the second round, it looks like he's not gonna be back for the first round. So that pretty much does it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me too. Yeah,
Yeah, like there's not too much to add there.
yeah.
I
like the Suns in 5.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like you said, 6 at worst.
Yeah. That feels about right. I don't know what all I could see. KD slipping again
Yeah, that's what it'll take.
to like for that to happen. Devin Booker
Or
slipping.
Booker getting hurt.
Like yeah, I don't know what it would take for them to okay, they can
Be
for real
be
beat
scared.
them.
Yeah. Yeah,
But who
that one's
knows?
that one's not that close.
Who knows, man? The playoffs get weird sometimes. It might be a weird game one and like I don't know
Just
what's
throw the
going with the
whole series
Clippers,
off,
but
yeah.
they got answers for whatever the Suns are
Can't
doing.
miss.
So we don't know. But as on paper though, like I would take the Suns.
Yeah, definitely. So the last series. This is my favorite series of the first round. Actually,
This the last series? Oh yes, that's last. series.
that's final. Yeah, or that we know of for sure.
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings. The 3rd seed is plus 215.
Listen, light the beam.
The Warriors, the 6th seed, is minus 260. Also the defending champs.
Hey, man.
Who do you like?
Kings number 1 in offense.
Number 1, yes.
All-time offensive rating.
I just heard somebody say or read that somebody said they were around those Golden State teams, and this team offensively is even better than all those teams.
All right. Anyways, the all-time offensive rating stuff is like every year it's a new team. It's pretty funny to see. It's like the offensive rate that keeps climbing because last year was the Mavs. The Mavs I think at one point had the record, and then at one point it was obviously the Warriors, then it was the Nets. It just keeps every year it's a new team.
That's
so
true.
I feel like somebody's gonna beat the record again next year. It's gonna keep
Multiple
going
teams
up.
probably.
But
People say it's healthy.
also for this big in the Kings. The Kings are number 1 in team true shooting percentage. So not only are they like scoring a lot and like whatever, they're the most efficient offensive. They're the most effective and efficient offensive team in the league. Like true shooting, they threes, free throws, 2-pointers, obviously whatever. Like they're hard to stop. I feel like a lot of people aren't giving the Kings the credit they deserve. I feel like they deserve a lot of credit, and I think the Kings and the whole like the idea of the Kings and like what they did in the past. I feel like it's still they got that stench on them.
That's definitely.
And it's hard to they got that stench of like it's the Kings. The Grizzlies kind of had a little bit too before they start shocking people.
Yeah.
And like really going at it. It was like, oh no, the Grizzlies are here for real. Like this is all the other stuff is like dead. But I feel like they still got some of that stench, and like people don't really believe because people didn't, for the most of the year, still didn't believe. It's like, are they gonna fall off eventually? I mean, I kind of thought that at first. I didn't know. I thought at a certain point in the year they were still gonna make the playoffs, but I thought they would like fall just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be like the 3rd seed.
That they would be like the 6th seed.
They could have been the 2nd seed if Memphis would have still kept. They had a chance.
Played their guys. Yeah.
They really had a chance to be the 2nd seed.
Yeah.
You know, but and also Fox. Fox has like been the best clutch player in the league this year.
Him and
Like
Kyrie.
His clutch points. He has the most clutch points. He has the highest clutch percentage too. And I like to give a shout out to De'Aaron Fox, man, because a lot of people really stopped believing De'Aaron Fox last year. A lot of people were really on the he's not a star thing, and like it's kind of like I don't really believe in like whatever. He got the max contract. Is it a bad contract thing last year? The season was going. It was a lot of that last year. Like it was, people were even laughing at the Halliburton and like Fox is the guy they should have traded, like whatever, things like that. And yeah, Fox has had an All NBA year.
See, that's the guy I actually said I thought would start having All NBA seasons starting this season.
Fox has had he's been All NBA. He's been and like the most clutch player in the NBA. Like this, he's
no, that part was surprising. The clutch part,
man. And when it's in the 4th quarter, is whatever
he's
he's got going. It's like, man,
year. He's been money,
bro. He hits every floater,
that turnaround too.
Every float, yes, in the lane, and like, bro, he gets in deep in like kind of like Shea.
Yeah,
he gets
like
in
Shea.
deep in that range, and he hits a turnaround bro. He hits every one of
I'm like,
those. And it's like
he's
bro,
not missing at all.
He doesn't miss those. And then he could just blow by people, get to the rim when you really get
literally
over.
whenever.
It's like he's a hard player to stop. Him and Sabonis have created. Did I say like I feel like a few pods ago I said like the second hardest play to stop in like the past like 5 seasons is Sabonis
pick and roll.
It's a Sabonis Herder handoff.
Yeah,
it's the most efficient like play in the last 5 years.
That was an amazing pickup for them.
It's a Jokic post up this year, and then a Kevin Herter dribble handoff this year. Like in the past, I think the past like 10 years, that's the hardest plays to stop. And then third was like a hard ISO back in 2017, 2018. Trey heard me.
He felt it.
Hard ISO.
I saw him move.
Third. But yeah, the Kevin Herter Sabonis handoff, unstoppable. I don't know, like people just can't stop it.
So I actually have the Kings winning this series, and I'm putting money on it.
On the Kings?
I'm putting 100 on the Kings.
It's hard because I'm leaning more Kings too. The only reason
It's
and
because it's the
hardest.
champs. It's
No,
literally,
the hardest
and
part
because
is
they've been in the dumps.
the hardest part is really the Wiggins thing. Because if Wiggins was healthy and playing, I would feel totally different.
Okay, yeah.
The Wiggins
definitely,
thing matters so much because he's their second best player, and he
Yeah, that
hasn't played.
changes a lot.
And he's their best he's right now, he's, to me, especially in the playoffs, he was a better defender than Draymond because his
Yeah,
ability to go
he
out
was-
and
it
stop
was
guys,
great, yeah.
whatever, and then his ability also to rebound.
Because also too, they were able to take Draymond out of games because
And his
of him.
ability to rebound too. He was getting games going to get
Yeah,
10 rebounds. Like,
offensive
bro,
and defensive.
like Wiggins was so
That
good in the
Mavs series-
playoffs.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like he was easily the second best player in that team, and
Yeah,
it wasn't
definitely,
close. I was like, man, the Wiggins thing up in the air, it kind of leans me towards the Kings too, because I don't know about Wiggins.
See,
I don't
at
know
this
what's going on with
point,
that.
I just feel like it's kind of too late, in a way.
I don't
for him to
know
have a
what's
huge
been
impact.
going on as far as training and practicing.
Well,
we
they
have,
said he's been training away from the team, but
it's different.
that's a lot different.
Yeah, like that. It's hard. It's up in the. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. That's what leaves it up in the air. And I'm like, well, the Kings are like, this is what they've been, same guys
They've
all
been
year.
consistent.
They've been killing teams.
They've been doing this,
They've been killing teams.
and the Warriors just being shaky this season. It just feels like
They've been ultimate shaky.
this is not the year to like. This is not the year to bank on them. I'm rolling with the Kings, and I'm putting my money on
And
them.
I say all that to just say, Steph Curry is gonna eat them alive.
That's a given.
I gotta side with Steph.
But I don't know if Steph is enough. That's the only problem.
I gotta side with 35 plus minutes a game of Steph.
Also, too, this is what like really made me think about putting money on it. Before I was like, yeah, I think they can win.
Yeah.
But the way they chose the Warriors, because they could have played their guys, tried to beat them, and then avoided them. Because actually their choices was win, lose that game, play the Warriors, win that game, get the Lakers most likely.
Yeah.
And they chose to sit guys. And I was like, okay. Then they sat guys and then played guys the very next game. I was like, oh, dang, they really want the Warriors. So I feel like Mike Brown sees or he's been seeing something. He knows what he has in his team as far as it goes to matching up with the Warriors.
The biggest thing though with the Warriors and the Kings is it's really the Sabonis thing. The Warriors can't match
Nobody
up with
will
Sabonis.
match with that. No.
Like
And
Draymond,
that's
yeah,
most likely
like
what
Dray-
Mike sees.
Like Draymond, you're not Draymond of 5 years ago. Like that's not like obviously it's not gonna be easy.
No,
but
definitely
Sabonis is
not.
gonna be a matchup problem for him and Looney. Like, and that's all the bigs they got.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all they got.
After that,
another
it's
bigs. They got two.
trying with Kuminga.
Yeah.
after
So
that.
like that's why I understand matchup wise why they would do that. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I was like, Mike Brown really wants them. He sees something.
I think the whole NBA has saw something. Especially when the Kings got home court advantage.
Not you, because you picking the Warriors.
Steph.
What are you doing? Get
It's
on
all
the right
because of
side-
Steph.
Get on the right side of history.
It's only because of Steph. Listen, light the beam. Warriors in 7.
I think it's getting lit. It is getting litty.
Light the beam, man.
I gotta send y'all that video so y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I think the Kings got it. I'm putting money on that
You put
one.
money on it?
That's the one I'm
What's
putting money on.
the
It's
did you ever see it?
Kings plus 215 right here in front of
Oh
me.
wow.
215. So
I wonder what's the series bets, like the numbers.
like
bets. I
per
gotta go
game.
find that.
Yeah, we gotta find that one. The per games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Those are tricky though. I don't think I would ever bet those. Unless it was like a sweep, like I knew a team was getting swept.
But
Or
if
I'll
you-
put money on a sweep and a gentleman sweep. Because a series like that is not going no further than 5. Like Bucks Orlando or something. But it'd probably be a trash number.
Orlando won one game, didn't they? Win one?
In the bubble.
Oh my! And they beat the Raptors too. Bro, Orlando kept getting one game out of people. It's like, bro, what? That was magic, man. That was magic. What we got next?
All right, we can
got
roll
next
with the regular season awards now. Rookie of the year. I feel like that's a no-brainer.
People keep bringing the Jalen
Williams.
late, which I'm like,
Fam, way
yeah,
too
but
late.
the whole year.
It's not even close.
Did we not watch the first 60-something games of the season? It's like, bro,
I mean, even the last 22, like,
Bro, what do we?
still the same guy.
Paulo had a bad stretch, and
Still him.
like, what are y'all talking? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I feel like that one's just a no-brainer.
That's how they stole it from our guy Mobley last year, late and Barnes got it when Mobley was leading all year.
This one actually should be unanimous. I don't know how many times that's happened over.
I don't think it's gonna be unanimous. I don't think it's gonna be unanimous.
Should be.
It's a lot of Jalen Williams agenda on the internet. I see it all the time. I'm like, bro, what are y'all talking about?
No way the reporters are that.
Bro,
crazy.
it's a lot of that going on. Yeah, no, it's not gonna. I think it's not gonna be unanimous.
All right, so we agree on that one. So let's
Yeah.
do all rookie first team. I'll give my team first. What do you mean the name?
Paulo.
Paulo, yeah.
Yeah, we said
How
the
do you
name.
not say
We
his
said the
name?
First of all, we don't even just say the name. You know who it is. Big Five.
Lil Five. Bari.
Most improved next year. Let's
Third
get
team
it.
all rookie?
Most improved next year. Let's get it.
There's not even
all-
3 teams.
Got him.
All right, first team all rookie. I got Jaden Ivey, Jalen Williams, your son, Ben Mathurin, Trey's son, Jabari, and Keegan. I feel like that's an easy 5. There should be no disputes.
That's
in there.
not what I would have in my 5.
Wait, who are you taking out?
Jabari for Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler's been like the best defensive rookie, like one of the rookies of all time. Walker Kessler.
So you'll swap
Walker
Bari
Kessler
for
is
Kessler.
100% first team All NBA. Come on, Jerry.
I think Bari should get in there.
Walker Kessler's been better than Jabari.
Really?
Walker Kessler's been like the third best rookie in the league since he's been playing.
Defensively, maybe.
Defense don't count.
It does. Rudy Gobert.
Because who else on that list is playing defense?
Bari.
Okay, and who else?
I seen him lock up Giannis. Never seen that from Kessler. How many games Kessler played? 74. Started 40. 23 minutes a game. 9 points a game. 8 rebounds a game. 2 blocks a game. I'm taking Bari.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the only lists you see. Shout out Jabari. That's gonna be one of the only lists that's gonna be the only first team list you see that you're gonna be on, because he's definitely not gonna be any first.
Taking Bari.
He's not gonna be on the actual first real list. So I don't even. But hey,
9 points, 8 rebounds.
Yeah, but he's been a better player.
Defensively, yes.
Defense matters a lot.
But it ain't like he's like Lou Dort out here.
No, he's been.
He's not AD out here.
No, he's been really good. He's been one of the better defensive. No, for anybody.
I don't know.
All right, Jerry, you got to keep up, Jerry. You got to do your research. These the metrics and the stats say it.
Metrics, stats.
Metrics and stats.
Nah.
All right. Walker Kessler. Jerry don't respect you. Jerry don't respect your
I
name.
respect him. He's
you don't respect
he's
your name.
on
You
one of
throwing
the
out
teams.
9 points, 23 minutes a game, 2 blocks.
So who's your
Not good
first team?
enough. My first team would be obviously Apollo, Keegan Murray, Walker Kessler, Ben Mathurin, and Jalen Williams. Be my first team.
So these are pretty much the same except for Keegan. I mean,
Yeah, Jabari's not
Kessler.
on first team. Jabari, you're on second team.
Ivy.
Well, I said both of them. No, you did. Yes, I did. Ivy was the. It's Ivy. It's Paulo. It's Keegan Murray. It's Williams, and it's Kessler.
Who's on your second team?
Jabari's on the second team. Sokan's on the second team. Duren's on the second team. Tari Easton's on my second team. And the third guy,
Fifth guy.
Nembhard would be the guy who makes my second team for the Pacers. He's on the second team. He's been good. Lakers know about him.
He had a good game. Not even a good game, a big shot. So my second team is Tari, Jeremy, Shaden, Duren, and Kessler.
I don't think Shaden's on the second. Shaden didn't play. Shaden didn't.
Fam, I've seen enough at the end of the season to add him to the second team.
Yeah, he scored 8 points a game. You talking about him? He scored 8 points a game. You talking about him on the second team?
Yeah, but we've seen what he's done with
All
minutes.
right, Jerry.
That's a lot different. It's
All
second
right.
team too. It ain't first team.
Bro, He can't make the second
have-
team over
I have-
Nimhard, who was actually playing like
I've have-
starting way more games.
I've have 2 guys that average 8
And
points. on my second
Shaden's my guy. Listen, I bought more Shaden stock. I don't know where I found the money to, but I bought it. I bought it somehow. Like I stole it.
team. So the next one,
But he doesn't get either NBA team. Like it's
most likely he won't though. No,
yeah, no, and that's cool. It doesn't matter. We see what he can do. Who cares? Who cares about all NBA rookie team going in the future? It doesn't matter.
the rookies.
What is when you're not a rookie no more? Do you matter?
Yeah, but that's still
Does it
like an
matter?
accomplishment.
You don't put that trophy somewhere like all NBA first rookie.
You literally do.
Oh, okay. Michael Carter Williams got one of those trophies.
I'm pretty sure he's still proud about that.
Didn't go too well after that.
So your coach of the year
Thoughts
is.
and prayers.
I feel like we have the same guy,
Who's your guy?
Mike Brown.
Yeah, I feel like any other coach it'd be weird to have any other coach.
So defensive player.
It
of the
should be
year.
unanimous Mike Brown. Anybody who's voting anybody else, what y'all doing?
Same thing I feel for
Who had
rookie
the
of year.
Who had the Kings for anything? Like nobody had the the Kings for any but of course some people are gonna probably pick the Thunder coach. I can see that happening.
Or
for
Mike
sure.
Malone.
Mike Malone's not getting it. I wouldn't say Mike Malone. I would say
I'm pretty
I would
sure he'll get
I would
votes,
say
though.
Mike Brown and the coach of the Thunder. I can't forget his last name. They're gonna get majority of the votes. That's where all the votes are going.
Defensive player of the year.
Jaren Jackson.
That's what I got too. Jaren Jackson Jr. 6th man of the year.
Malcolm Brogdon.
I think Quickly's winning it.
Yeah, Quickly's getting hype.
I had Brogdon.
I don't
coming
think
into the season.
I don't think Quickly's been better over the whole season. The hype thing. Quickly's getting the hype. Obviously, he plays for the Knicks. He's had some big games as a starter. But,
Yeah, but it don't matter.
over the course of the
As
season,
long as you play one, as long as you start one less game.
over the course of the season, Brogdon's been the better player. Like he's been flat out better over the whole season. I don't understand why it's not Brogdon. Like
I had him winning it coming into the season, but I don't think he's winning it though.
yeah, Quickly's got the hype now. Quickly's for sure probably gonna win it.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
he's
he
got
is.
the hype.
So that's who I picked because I think he's winning it. Most improved player.
Laurie,
Yep.
the one.
It was between him and Shea. I feel like those are the top 2 guys. All right, now it's about to get a little frisky in here.
Frisky?
A little frisky in here.
I'm not getting frisky in a room full of men. Never been frisky.
First team All NBA.
We're talking about MVP?
We'll get there eventually.
Oh.
Our producer said do that live, so I'm listening to my producer. First team All NBA. My squad is De'Aaron Fox, Jaylen Brown, your guy Jokic, Jason Tatum, and Giannis. That rounds out my first team All NBA.
That's your first team on NBA?
First team All NBA.
All right. You about to say something interesting later that I'm what?
What is the
Okay.
what on that?
No,
who
no,
don't
no,
deserve to be
I
first
just-
team?
I just didn't expect that. You got Fox and Jaylen Brown on the first team?
Yeah.
Interesting. My first team is Shea, Mitchell, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid.
And
I named 5 people. There's no and. What you talking about? Shea, Mitchell, Tatum, Giannis, Embiid.
oh, okay.
That's 5. Why you what?
I didn't hear Tatum.
Oh. You got Brown on first team
First team
over Mitchell?
over Mitchell. Ready for my second team?
Yeah, go ahead.
Second team, Ja, Mitchell, Embiid, Julius Randle, Anthony Davis.
That's fair. I got Ja. I got Fox. I got Davis. I got Jimmy Butler and Jokic.
Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler's been really good this year. He's actually having
Butler.
having like his best season.
Over Julius Randle?
Jimmy Butler's having his best season. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, he's actually having his best season.
23 points a game, 6
He's
rebounds a
having his
game,
best and most efficient season he's
5
ever had.
assists. What? All right, that's the what for me so far.
Julius Butler over Julius Randle. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's the better
Jimmy
the better
Butler.
player.
I'm not asking who's the better player. We're talking about who had the better season.
The better stats?
The
Or
better
se-
season.
Oh.
Stats is a whole different ball game. Like even stats is Randall over Jimmy.
I'm not talking about just raw stats. Jimmy's been the better player, the number one option on
So
the
who's the
Heat.
number one option on the Knicks?
Brunson. It's not Randall. Randall's not even the best player on his team.
Why is he averaging most points?
He's Randall's better than, hold on. Randall's better than Brunson?
I think he is. Yes, they're like same tier, of course.
No.
Yeah,
I'd take Brunson.
fam. Randall has been balling.
Randall has been good. I'm not disputing you there.
25, 10, and 4.
He's been
That
good.
is amazing.
He's been good. I'm not disputing you there.
And his team is what 5th seed in the East. Jimmy's team is 7th seed in the East.
Yeah.
I'm taking Julius over Jimmy. Now my third team. So
So
my
why you got?
team's-
Well, okay.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Your 13.
Okay, my third team is Shea, Steph, Bam, LeBron, and KD. Third team. All
You got
NBA.
no Sabonis,
Oh my God, you are right.
but
Oh
I want
my
to put
God. That is
LeBron
flagrant.
and
That's
I want to put
flagrant.
AD on my team.
That
but
is a flagrant.
the second seed, you have
Flagrant.
Sabonis.
That is flagrant.
Flagrant.
Super flagrant.
What are you
Sabonis.
doing?
Sabonis, forgive me.
You don't have the defensive
am I-
player.
I gotta
You don't
sub
have the
out.
defensive player of the year. Can't make any of the.
I
The, de-
gotta
the defensive player of the year can't make any of the All NBA teams.
I gotta sub out my guy.
Wow.
KD, bye bye. Sabonis. No, Jaren Jackson is not making All NBA. No.
Okay.
Sabonis, forgive me. Good sir. Who's your third team?
My third team is. I really have 4 guys because I can't make my mind on the 5th guy. I got Sabonis, Steph, I got Luka, I got Jaylen Brown, and I can't figure out the other forward spot. It's really between
Jaylen
Laurie.
Brown, third team?
Yeah, it's really between because I think Mitchell, Shea, Fox, John Morant have all been better than Jaylen Brown this year. That's why he's 13. Yeah, and those guys are all also number 1 guys on their team, and Jaylen Brown's the second option. Jaylen Brown's been good. The second team is fine. Like I'm fine with him being second team,
you
but
got
I
him
can't figure
third
out the
team.
other forward position because I got.
Don't you
it's-
have him on third team?
Huh? No, I'm not mad at you having him on the second team, but I think those other 4 guys
No,
are
I have him
the,
on first team.
those other. You have him on first team, which is I don't know who else's first team he's gonna be on, but hey, it's between Laurie, Braun, Julius Randle for that forward spot, and I'm not sure who to. I have no idea who I want on that spot. I have no idea who I want on that spot. You know what? I'm gonna go with my son Laurie. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it down for the family. Julius Randle, it was nice. LeBron, you're the all-time leading scorer. You could live without one All-NBA team. Anthony Davis been better than you this year. First, it's finally happened. It took 3 years, but Anthony Davis is here, and he's the better player right now. But yeah, that's what I'll do for that. I'll give it to you, Laurie. You deserve it.
You deserve
it. Yeah.
You deserve it.
Listen, you did it. Listen, you got a bigger room in the house. Upgrade it.
So the last one is MVP.
Yeah.
I got Jokic winning the third MVP.
I mean, I would vote for Giannis.
You would vote for Giannis?
That's who I would vote for. Because I feel like all 3 guys are on the same level. And, well, Giannis, for me, wins. When you want to talk about wins, well, that's where Giannis is. That's where the tiebreaker for me would be. He has the best team. Like, they have
Because the
best
Bucks had the better
They
record.
had the best record.
I don't think they're gonna count it that way because the Bucks kept winning without him. That usually makes you disqualified in a way. So yeah, I got Jokic winning it
I think Embiid's gonna win it. I feel like everything's been gearing up to give to Embiid because he deserves one. They're under the he deserves one train, and that's fine. I think any three of those guys deserve it. So I'm not. It doesn't matter to me. I just feel like, for me personally, Giannis on the best team and his stats putting up 30, 10 and 5. Nobody's done that since
He's the
Wilt.
first one ever.
Wilt.
No, Wilt didn't.
Oh, Wilt didn't even shoot. Wilt didn't even do that. No, Wilt got 30, 10 and 5. Wilt got over 30, 10 and 5.
Mm-mm.
It was 30, 10 and 5 on like 55%
The
shooting. or
percentage,
something.
yeah. I
The
thought that's what you
percentage,
were
right?
saying.
But just 30, 10 and 5 people got it.
Oh,
but like,
definitely,
yeah. But just him and Wilt really. But it doesn't matter. Any three of those guys deserve it. I'm cool with either guys.
Yeah, I think Jokic wins it.
You know what? I'm not gonna. I don't like that. I don't like that. They don't do the MVP thing like during the
postseason
playoffs
anymore. Yeah,
Like that was cool to see, especially get it in front of what I'm saying, your home
The
fans.
team, yeah.
Like Embiid should be able to get that MVP like during the first series
didn't
at
they
home.
stop that with Harden? Or he was the first guy that ended up happening to?
Harden didn't get it.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about he didn't get it at
No,
home.
that's what I'm saying. He was the first guy.
I think he was like he might have been
Because he had to go
first
to
one.
that stupid
Because like yeah,
the-
Embiid should be able to
the off-season show.
And yeah, like bro, the offseason show didn't last.
That's
too
when he
long.
wore that cow outfit.
The offseason show was silly.
Yeah,
That didn't last too long. It was a stupid idea.
that was really
The
bad.
players MVP. I was like, all right. But yeah, no,
Players didn't show up.
Embiid should be able to like get that MVP handed to him in front of Philly at home during the playoffs in the
Yeah,
first
old
round.
school
Like
type.
that would be cool to see, especially what it took to get to this point, the process and the injuries and everything
Yeah, it's
that
like
happened.
it's like you're giving the MVP away like in the dark.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, me either.
Especially last year, they had to fly to where Jokic was at in the middle of whatever to give it to him.
That's
'cause
silly.
It's just like, what are we doing? We're losing recipes, NBA.
Big time.
Silver, get on it. Hey, McCollum, get on it. You part of what are we doing?
I don't think that's a
I'm just
CBA
making up
thing.
shit at this point.
I think that's just straight Adam.
I'm just making shit. Adam, what are we doing?
Wild.
Why would they stop doing that?
I think it was to try to get people to watch that show. Didn't work.
The show don't exist no more.
That's
so
what I'm
are we
saying.
doing?
Didn't work.
I want to see guys get the MVP like the first series.
The first time I
and
heard about it, I
celebrate.
was like, "This. Why are they doing this?
Yeah, this
stupid."
makes no sense because I remember a lot of like the MVP
It was like a
stuff when
summer
guys
show.
get to hold their MVP in front of the home crowd. Like that's a cool thing to
It's
do.
super though. Yes.
Like, but now you just get it after the season. Like whenever that happens, you gotta do a press.
In the dark.
You gotta do, and then you gotta do a speech. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you at or something. I don't know. That's silly to me. You don't get to celebrate with the fans and stuff like that. That's the
Yeah,
whole point.
I hope.
That's
I
the
hope
whole
they
point
bring
of
it
this.
back. Definitely.
Like this, the whole point of all this to celebrate with the fans. The fans can see this. It's like if like guys get the championship rings like in the off season.
Just arrive
Bro,
at the
we just
house
gonna
and
give
hand it to you.
We gonna meet up and give them to each other.
What country?
Yeah,
you
like
in?
we gonna meet up and just give them to each other. Like, bro, what are we doing?
That joint in the middle.
I need a job at the NBA. First thing, more fighting.
More fighting.
Bro, listen, my rule would be though, if you gonna fight, you get a minute to go at it. So be sure if this is what you want to do, you get a minute to go at it before we
Penalty
break
box.
it up.
No, he been watching too much hockey.
Yo, hockey is lit. Yo, they just let them go at it. It's so great.
Hockey, they just watch you go at it, and then y'all go
No.
in the penalty box. The
NBA.
league.
No, I'm saying if you built the league outside of that, kind of like football
Oh,
and
Bro, that one, whatever it is, it's gonna be weak.
Yeah,
Like,
XFL doesn't sound bad though. AFL didn't sound bad, whatever either.
because of the FL.
The FL,
he can keep the BA.
BA,
But that's weird. Like,
BBA, Best Basketball Association.
BBA. Ain't that a business already? BBA Compass.
No, BBVA.
Uh,
Get it right. What would I call it?
I feel like BA just throws it all off.
Basketball Association.
MBA.
PBA,
Just go
Players
M.
Basketball Association.
That's weak.
Uh,
Just roll with the M. Just take the M and keep it moving. MBA.
what was the M? Mike BA? Mike Basketball
More
Association.
Basketball Association.
Better Basketball Association.
for MB. I don't think so.
You don't think people want to see players fight?
No. I don't think the players want to fight.
No,
Some
they
players
don't. They
wanna
don't
fight.
have. No, that's why I would say you don't have to fight. But once you get the squabbing, we not gonna break it up until like you get till 30
gonna be
a minute's too long.
You know what if you could wear something on your jersey that signaled that I'm not fighting, and you can't touch it? You don't want to touch it.
A white flag.
White patch or something. Just let them know I'm not about that life.
I'm pussy
Why
patch.
would you, wait? What exactly?
pussy
Why
patch.
would you wear that? Like, what player is wearing that?
Ben Simmons
What
would
player
Ben
is
Simmons would
wearing
definitely
that?
have a.
Everybody yelling at each other. It's not good.
Hey. Yo,
Nah, that is hilarious. Fam, come on now. Come on now. That is weak. That is all time soft.
first team all pussy.
Yes. Easily.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, man. If you gonna fight, we gonna give you 30 seconds to do your thing, but you know, then we'll break it up. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, somebody getting
Don't
somebody
fight.
getting- Somebody's
No,
getting injured off of
before then, no. Before then, we go. If you
The
don't want to
hilarious part
fight,
is mid
if you
this,
don't
you
want to
can
fight,
hit-
you don't have to. You can choose to, but if you choose to,
Fam, wait, first of all, in that moment, if I'm so pissed that I want to hit you, I'm not stopping for you saying,
all right.
I'm not about this life, dude.
White flag, you get suspended.
Why- hey. You can't be hitting pussies. So it's like if you hit somebody with the white flag, it's like, bro,
Double suspension.
suspended one game. Know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You can't be.
It
You
gotta
can't
be worse than one game.
It depends how bad. It depends how bad it is.
You gotta have like a second time offense,
It depends how bad it
third
is.
time offense.
It kind of depends how bad it is. Like if you really get off of somebody, then it's like if you just punch somebody in the shoulder like Rudy Gobert did, I wouldn't even suspend you for that, bro.
Damn, Draymond
that
is
was
knocking
weak.
out Poole 5 times on his own team.
Well, that wasn't during like the game.
But
so,
I'm
like, nothing
saying
to do
if
about
if violence was allowed, yes,
it'd be great. Ratings would be,
Fam.
ratings would be crazy,
those would be some of the most like intense times that they have with each other.
bro. Ratings would be through the roof.
Fam, he punched him in practice. Imagine if you did something crazy in the game.
I don't think you would punch him during the game.
Bro, that's crazy.
You'd have to have self awareness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least a little bit.
But if the
To
rules
punch him
were-
like, okay, he might
1
punch him,
minute.
but to punch him like how he did, bro, he didn't just like the Rudy Gobert thing was soft. However he did it, because he wasn't really.
you think
got him
Draymond
in-
would have pulled back?
Bro, Draymond hit him like he never met Jordan Poole in his life. Like I don't even know, like you a stranger, like bro, we not even. Yeah, like that wasn't like I don't even know
He
you.
been wanting to get that joint out.
Like you hit somebody like that, it's like, bro, you can't be friends after
That's
that.
been waiting. That's
Yeah,
been
you can't be
waiting.
friends after a hit like that. Like that's not like we not cool. We can't be cool after that. The way you hit me
Ain't
like
no
that.
way.
There's no way you could be cool after that.
Fam, Rudy did that to Kyle, and he was like, "Y'all got to pick me or him." Like, and it's like, you're not even that good.
I think
first
they
of
said they all
but
good. I said they all good now.
I don't know about that.
I mean, bro,
No,
that
it
was
wasn't,
the
it
shoulder,
wasn't crazy.
bro.
No,
That
but
was
like
that was
just
actually
the fact that you
weak.
swung on me though. Like,
Well, they got flared up. It's
Damn.
whatever to me.
somebody swing on you, like, and he touched him too. Like, it wasn't
He
like
got me on the arm.
you would be like,
He should have wore a white flag.
No, I'm talking about in Kyle's shoes.
If he punched me on the arm,
You would not care.
no, I'd be mad, but I wouldn't be like,
That's my
like,
point.
choose.
Fam,
like,
on
bro,
live TV in front of all those audience.
he got me on the
fans.
arm, bro. What was that?
Fam,
That doesn't make like anything. He swung
anybody
at
swinging
me.
on you, you're gonna react and you're gonna be
Bro, he
pissed.
didn't swing at me in my face. He swung at me from a. It still is a
His
difference.
intent was to hit you in the face though.
He got me on my arm. He tried. He didn't try that.
See, I'm calling,
didn't try
I'm
that
calling
hard.
BS on this one.
Fam, if people want to move people, Rudy Gobert is a big dude. If Rudy Gobert wanted to move the people out of his way and actually punch Kyle Anderson, he could have punched Kyle Anderson.
I believe that.
That's what I'm always about. Like, bro, he didn't really want to
But I
punch
feel
him.
like if
Rudy
you were-
Gobert,
if
if
you were
Rudy
Kyle
Gobert
there-
really wanted to lean and get over there, Rudy Gobert could have slapped or punched Kyle Anderson if that was his full-on intent. He got mad and swung and grazed his arm, but if he really wanted to hurt him, like really for real punched him, he could have punched him. Like he could have.
Oh no, man.
That was pretty weak.
It looks weak. But the guy still punched you.
He did. Tempers were flared. They both said things to each other. He kept calling him a bitch.
My point exactly. I
Yo,
don't
but
think
I'm
it just-
saying you calling somebody
think
a
that's
bitch
just
is like you gotta know your side of it too. These are grown men.
I don't think you just tomorrow y'all good. Next week y'all good.
These are grown men. You get to calling a grown man a bitch, then it's like all bets off. That's probably the first word you say is like, all right, what are we doing here? We finna.
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
Exact same
now
word.
get it started. Listen, bitch and pussy. I'll get it going. Like, yo, listen, it don't matter if we were just kicking it. It's like, hold on, what
That's
you
the
mean?
fire starter.
Especially if it's like we in a heated game. Like our testosterone is already up. We already like on edge. Yeah. What? Yeah.
It's like the James Harden Chris Paul thing. That was lighter, but it was still hilarious.
Bro.
Nigga, like, get out of here.
intense.
Scram.
Yeah, man. But I think we've covered most of our bases.
All over you.
I wish I was in the UFC, man. UFC fight, man. Shout out to Israel. Shout out to Izzy, man. That UFC fight was amazing. I wish I was into that. It was great. Top tier stuff. But, you know. Shout out baseball. Baseball back. You know, America's pastime. America's game.
Pastime.
Baseball.
Astros Street
We
Heat.
might have to go start a
I'm
few
down.
Astros games. I need some new Astros gear. I don't need new Astros gear. I actually got quite enough. But yeah, I don't know, man. Playing tomorrow.
Los Lakers.
Yo, if the Lakers don't make out the play-in, listen, man. Jerry, you gotta be ready to pot the next day, same day.
I'm down.
Yeah. Don't hide this time.
I didn't hide last time. I did not hide. For
Bro.
we're going down forever in our history, I did not hide.
Bro, you hid.
Y'all
You
tried
hid
to-
like Ben Simmons hiding from Philadelphia.
Fam, I was not hiding. I'm
Jerry
not
Simmons.
coming out for like
Jerry-
a L. Like, why would I do that?
Jay Simmons.
Why would I drive down here for an L?
Jen Simmons.
Why would I do that?
Bro,
Trey, you doing
hid
that?
from us. You ran from us, bro.
Were you okay? Did you think y'all win a game 6 in the bubble versus us? No. Okay, would you have drove in 30, 40 minutes to go watch that game with me? No, it was not about. See, this is showing.
We were gonna do a
Not
show.
falling for that. No, it was let's do a pod. No, first it was let's watch this game, and then it turned into I said no, and then it was like, oh, let's pod about it then. Then it became business. I'm not
It'd be
stupid.
Good for potting.
I'm not stupid.
Good content.
No, it's not good content. We just watched a Lakers L all together. Don't let what happen.
I got something in my head that I want to do if they do miss it on the show.
You trying to bet it?
Listen, man.
You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Speaking of betting, Warriors 5th seed
Didn't quite happen.
did not happen.
Didn't quite happen. Tiebreakers.
Run me
Tiebreakers.
my money. Toot, toot.
Steph would have missed the amount of games if y'all would have agreed on air though.
That day, yeah.
Yeah, you probably would have agreed to 20.
How
No
many-
more than 25.
I don't even know how many games he missed. I think he played 50.
He ended up with 55, I think.
55. Yeah, nah.
I'm not so sure how much you would have made the difference, but still okay.
What you mean? How much you made? What you mean?
If they would have done it.
Oh, the 5th seed? Probably not. Yeah, they were trash on the road.
Yeah, the record's almost opposite from the road
So
to the
nuts.
home. I've never for a team to win 30-something games at home. That's such a crazy thing. It's like, bro, how is that
Fam.
possible? It's Wiggins, man. That's all he needed. Shout out Andrew Wiggins, man. All that stuff
don't think
that
so.
was said in the media about that was really trash about what's really going on, like in his dad and stuff. That's pretty trash to like
Yeah, the internet.
be happy. The internet is
disgusting.
it is disgusting. Whoever started that rumor, well, you should be able to.
I wish I could remember that guy's page. I saw it on.
You should be able to
Like,
sue
he
people.
had his face on the screen.
He had his
saying
face
it. I
on the
was like,
screen. You should be able to
Silly,
take people
bro.
to court because of that. Sue people because that's a nasty. That's a really
Yeah, that's-
nasty rumor to say.
Silly, man.
And it was just everywhere after that.
Yeah,
It was like, bro, it's because his dad is having health problems. It's like y'all making up rumors because I'm away from the team. That's crazy, man. People are listen, man. More positivity in the world, man. Sports is supposed to be fun. Somehow, it's been a sick year. From the MVP stuff, a lot of sick fans on both sides. Sending people have been sending like dudes death threats, like it'd be like there's a lot of weird stuff, or like people that like write for like the teams and things like that, just like all types of weird stuff. Like sports supposed to be fun. This is for fun.
Real, y'all getting out of pocket.
This is not. This is for fun entertainment. As much as we love it, it's for entertainment. Like this is. Yeah, this is entertainment.
Like what he thought, yeah. That's usually how it goes.
Well, where we at? What time we at?
We've been on for 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Wow, okay.
Record.
Listen.
F3 record.
Follow us at F3 Sports, Flagrant 3. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, all podcasts,
TikTok,
Instagram, TikTok, Street Heat.
Facebook.
Hey, shout out Package Style, Mini Kareem.
LD.
We with you, yo. Like, yo, listen, man.
I mean LB.
The guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Young Package Style.
Read through everything in front of me. Might smoke baby, heavy, got a whole agenda. Ain't aspiring to get ahead, so bump that. No surrender, got a dollar. I'm trying to get an NFT to get it.